Hi, I'm Payal Singhal. I'm a clothing designer and I'm here for the Future of Fashion Forum. So I started my career really young actually. I started my label when I was 21 in 1998, opened my first retail store in Juhu. Before that, I have studied at SNDT in Mumbai. I've also studied at Parsons and at FIT in New York. I started my career actually being a stylist when I was really young. I think when I was almost 18 years old. I worked with MTV for 3 years. I worked with all the top VJs at that point of time, and I enjoyed styling, but I always craved to do a little bit more, like in terms of creating my own product. And that's when I had a huge support system from my parents, and they were also in the garment manufacturing business, and I think they saw a great synergy and in taking my dream forward, and they gratefully invested in me. So I was able to open my own store at a really young age. So we have our flagship store in Altamount Road under the name of Payal Singhal, and we also have our own online store which you can see on www.payalsinghal.com. And we supply to all the stores in India as well as a lot of prominent websites. And I have to say, I feel like now I am living my dream. So I think like a lot of people ask me this question about like what continues to motivate you and inspire you, and I always think about it, and I feel like if you really innately love what you do, I think that's what excites you when you get up every morning. It's just about it's like, for example, if I love to sleep all day, nobody would ask me what inspires you to sleep. So it's like that. I just wake up in the morning and I have this idea and I want to put it into action. I want to make sure that it comes to life, and I think that's what makes me go to work, like the excitement of creating, manufacturing. I also love business, and I love the business of fashion. I love being in the e-commerce space. I love expanding my brand, and I think all these things excite me and motivate me every day. So I would say that my main formal education, I would say, because the biggest chunk of my education was in India, but moving to New York and studying at Parsons and at FIT, I feel really formalized and kind of gave me a little bit more discipline in terms of understanding okay, this is a serious business. This isn't something like I'm just doing as an after school course. Also, I feel education is so important, especially in a field like fashion, which people undermine. They feel like it's innate talent, it comes from within, you don't have to study it. That's true. Talent comes innately. It is something which is in you. But I think to, like I said, formalize it, to channelize it, education is very important in the field that you want to excel in. So I would tell all the young designers out there two big life lessons that I have learned. That one is you have to have tunnel vision and blinkers on your eyes like a racehorse. It was a piece of advice my father gave me when I was really young, that pick a side, decide what you want to do, be focused. Like all great sportsmen, even as a designer, you have to have that same kind of vision and perseverance and dedication to get to the end goal. So I would say that is very important, to be focused. And I would say that the second big thing which I see in the younger generation, so I would want to tell them, is that I really feel that they need to learn to be a little bit more patient. I think this whole world that we live in of instant gratification with social media and stuff is making us a little bit impatient, and I think that good things come to people who wait.